On March 4th, 2024, just over a year ago, my son was kidnapped by my ex-wife. He was just a baby, only 8.5 months old, and still nursing every day when my ex disappeared with him in a violent act of child abuse. And since then, I have barely seen him. Parental alienation, especially abducting a child from its own mother without reason, is an extreme act of emotional violence, and it is child abuse. My ex took him as punishment because I had finally ended our marriage to protect my son and myself from her intense psychological abuse, which included verbal abuse and even physical abuse toward my dog. My ex is not only my abuser, she is my son's abuser, and she commits child abuse every single day that she cruelly denies our son contact with me. Her family, who has remained complicit in this vicious child abuse against my son by enabling her, have failed him. The system responsible for protecting my son from this kind of child abuse has failed him, while the court has rightfully rejected my ex's delusional claim that I was just a surrogate. They still have not reunited my son and I, simply because I am not a citizen of this country. Even though I've been in this country the entire time, I still have not seen my son for almost a year. It is outrageous. On April 2nd, the judge will have yet another opportunity to finally rectify this egregious injustice against my son by deciding to finally reunite us. To reunite a baby boy with his mother, whom he was traumatically and unjustly ripped from over a year ago. I will have more updates after the hearing. There are much more details about our story to be told. As his mother, it is my duty to be my son's voice, to be his best advocate, and to become his justice until it is restored to him. I will never stop fighting to protect him. I will never stop fighting to be in his life. And I will never stop fighting for the right to love him. To my son, I have never stopped fighting for you. I never will. Mommy will always love you as fiercely as you deserve. To the woman who stole him, if you were a good mother who truly loved our son the way you were supposed to, you would have never cut me out of his life as you did. No healthy parent would have ever torn a child away from his mother the way that you did. But you knew exactly what you were doing when you stole our son from me. You did it to hurt me, to punish me for finally standing up to you. And you didn't even care that you would traumatize him in the process. You knew that when you took my son from me, you were tearing an irreparable hole in my heart and tearing his world in half. But though my arms are empty, I'm still here, fighting for him, still loving him. And I always will, because I will always be his mother.